So it's a printout from airfoils.com of this particular wing shape, which I'm told is the thing to use. So I've transferred that onto my CAD program that I use, and I was also told that it works best with a 5-degree attack angle. So I've just printed these little plates on as well, which are on the midline. So when it's printed, I can use those to set the 5 degrees up using a little angle meter. And that's the printer just started on it. It's a 4.5 hour print time, so I don't think I'll video the whole print. Unless anyone's got a bad case of insomnia, maybe you could sit and watch it. Even better than counting sheep. Anyway, I should leave that going. Hopefully in a few hours I have a 100mm prototype wing to try on the car. Still printing away happily. You see the way I have it set up to print is this stuff, so that's called infill, so it's not solid. It's not a solid thing. I have it set for 25% infill, but it infills with triangles. So theory being, it's basically triangulating the inside there, which should make it reasonably strong. But like I said on one of the previous videos, I'm kind of viewing this as a former that I will either wrap in arrows or maybe wrap in carbon. But this is another one, will be 100mm so I can test it. So next morning we've got, it's quite a different profile from the ones I've been trying to experiment with, but it should be much better. Hopefully I'll be able to get it on the car soon. So it's looking pretty well, much like the profile off the website. Maybe this bottom isn't quite right, but it's certainly close enough to test, and if it works best I'll probably just tweak things a tiny bit. It seems to me that this profile here, this is a little bit flatter on here, but we'll see what happens. So it's time to fit the test rig back on and fit the, I can't remember what it was now, 4412 was it, profile wing, and see what it does. Just double check that. That's close enough to 0 for me, and 5.8. The highly professional test stuff is lashed back down to the car. I'll put the GoPro on. Hopefully, I've just put the GoPro on charge. I hope it lasts long enough because the charge is a bit low on it. If I mentioned as well, I've altered the program, so hopefully there's not such a delay on updating. I've sort of taken some of the damping out of the update rate, which I'm hoping doesn't mean it jumps around over bumps, but hopefully updates a bit quicker than it did before. Yeah, so the more observant of you may well have noticed that everything's now mounted in a different place from when it looked like I drove off a minute ago. I've had 2 runs out, and both of them the video of the screen showing the downforce has been really poor. So I've called on my mate Brian from the Oak Swamp channel, and he's good enough to come out this morning and be videoer, so I need the passenger seat. So it's off to Brian. done with Mark III wing. So stop for coffee and give the videographer a rest and fit Mark IV wing. See, because I knew I'd forget which is which, I put nice big labels on. So once coffee's finished, if you back down the motorway and keeping fingers crossed that, because the circuitry's been a bit of a pain in the ass this morning, so hopefully it'll all be. Hello. Car park would be good fun, wouldn't it?
You'd go underneath that, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
We should drive under it, wave at me, you know, like that.
Yeah, a good old loon around in there. So another day and yet another positioning of the camera and the record and the displays. The video in yesterday didn't really work out. Two separate problems. The GoPro seemed to play up, and the battery went flat on the circuit display in the downforce. So I did get some info on that, which hopefully will be on the video, but not enough to get any proper results. Anyway, so it's a lovely day. It's a good excuse to go up on Portsdown Hill and go and have a burger for lunch, isn't it? So, fingers crossed, I can get some results this time. Having a little pit stop for a coffee and a burger up on Portsdown Hill. It's not a bad view, is it, for a pit stop for lunch? It looked to me like I was getting decent figures from the Mark IV wing. The interesting thing was, is I could see going along the motorway at 70, when I was up behind, not up the arse of a car, but up behind probably 20 metres behind a car, could start seeing the downforce figures dropping off by about 25%. So I guess that was sort of in the slipstream effect. Hi, thanks for getting to the end of the video. If you're not already subscribed, please do so now. Just hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell button, and that way YouTube will tell you when there's any new videos. We've got some big plans ahead for the channel, including possibly a car build from scratch. So if you want to get involved with that, now's the time to subscribe. Cheers then, bye.